Black people do not deserve the poor treatment that they get in the United States of America. Now, that might sound like a controversial take because you might be like, well, what do you mean poor treatment? Well, we've had Jim Crow laws, we had slavery. The city I live in is still almost 100% segregated in terms of our school system because we do have school choice, but we also have community schools, and the community schools happen to be like, this is for high school, and the community schools happen to be like easier to get to, and the busing situation here is not great. But on top of that, I've been just sitting down on YouTube just trying to watch some travel vlogs, but I'll get recommended some videos from like DoorDashers, Uber Eats drivers, stuff like that. And I got a video yesterday recommended to me. And it said that black people don't tip. And I was like, well, maybe a black person didn't tip, but that's not all black people. White people sometimes don't tip. Asian people sometimes don't tip. It's a thing. Sometimes people don't tip. Hell, half the time I don't tip on DoorDash until after I get my food because they try to steal my food sometimes. But then, so I watched the video to see what the person was ranting about, and it was a whole thing. And then I find out about this thing called black fatigue, which I thought was just how black people were sick and tired of what people like me are acting like towards them. What white people are doing, what the country's doing, but no, that's not what it was. What it was people being sick and tired of black people existing, which doesn't make sense. Nobody deserves to have people mad at them for existing. That's just wrong. Like, obviously we have criminals and stuff, but they have the right to exist. They just go to jail and then get rehabilitated and whatnot. But like, no, it's ridiculous what happened. No, no, no. And I'm pretty sure I looked it up, and black fatigue actually originally was black people being sick and tired of having to deal with that nonsense, of like people who look like me and white people and the government just fucking with them all the time. But no, no. And then I went and like so many YouTube videos are about this, and it's just ridiculous. And I'm like, no. And I'm getting like 3 or 4 recommended ones of this, and I'm like, no, I'm not watching it. And I don't watch it because I'm like, this is stupid. Why are you doing this? But I got another one that said that neighborhoods are losing stores because there's black people in them. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, neighborhoods are losing stores because Walmart is the biggest store in the world and they're buying up everything. Hell, downtown where I live, there used to be a Rite Aid and another private pharmacy and like 3 other pharmacies. Now there's just the private pharmacy. No other pharmacies, no Rite Aid, no nothing. And like there was a grocery store. It closed, but it closed because it was a luxury grocery store next to the library, which made no sense. But yeah, black people deserve to feel safe in the United States of America and every other place where they are. I'm tired of people making it so that they don't.